On today's episode of MotoCheez.
What kind of bike do you have? Dang! You got shocks, pegs, lucky.
What's up, boys? Another ENGWE designed in California, made in China. Let's open the box and check it out. Doing it a different way. Try it laid down. It's packaged pretty good. A lot of padding. Comes with a nice front rack, decent seat, nice and soft. Front fender, Chow Yang 20 by 4.0 all-terrain tires. Comes with roller bearings, so you don't have to worry about preload. Not a bad idea. 6200 RS sealed bearings. I know what y'all are saying. Hey Cheez, you already did the ENGWE. Yes, I did. I did the Engine Pro. This is the L20. There's one box. Has the pedals, a tool kit, some zip ties, ENGWE user's manual, and the charger. A 54.6 volt 2 amp charger, 100 to 240 volts, and a user's manual for the charger. Let's see what tools come in the kit. 1417, 1315, 108, Phillips and regular screwdriver, and 3 Allen wrenches. The 15 will get this shipping bolt off the front so you can put your front tire on. Has adjustable oil dampened front forks, solid rear suspension, Tourney 7-speed. When you put the front tire on, you drop that axle in the groove. You want to make sure that keeper is there so it'll go in the hole, and you drop it in between the brake pads. This uses locking style nuts, so you'll need a wrench on both sides. This bolt goes all the way through the axle. It is a 12 millimeter, but they don't supply you with a 12 on the bolt side. It's a 14 on the locking nut side. You can tighten that up pretty good. Behind those ball bearings, it's got a little spacer. You can torque that up pretty good, and it still spins nice and free. Keys are on the top of the battery, so let's get this battery out and start charging it. The key is the power, and it unlocks your battery. The battery is a lithium ion 48 volt 25 amp max discharge current and 3 amp max charging current. Start this charging while we finish the assembly of the bike. When that turns green, it's fully charged. These pedals have right hand and left hand threads. Right hand thread is right side, left hand thread is left side, sitting on a bike. It also tells you on the crank, also tells you on the pedals. Tighten that up with the 15 millimeter wrench. Drop the seat in. It's got a cam style lock. You can adjust the tightness on that. Thumb screw. You want to try to line this groove up with this so when it locks it squeezes that in at the same time. For two reasons. One, it'll interfere with your battery, and two, it gives it more power down on the stem of the seat. Let's get this front fender on and that rack. Make sure you run this one behind that cable. You don't want to pinch it. The light doesn't go on that point, which it typically would. It goes on the rack. Now for the front rack. Just put them bolts in there and make sure it's squared up with the bike. This is where your headlight's going to mount. Torque the basket bolts down. Now we'll put our handlebars on. Get them tipped the way you like and tighten it down. Then we'll have to do the alignment of the wheel because it looks like it's off. Straighten your wheel, and you can see that handlebar has to go a little bit that way. So we'll loosen up these neck bolts a little bit. It looks pretty straight. Tighten these back up. Tighten the headlight up. Then you have 2 spots to tie wrap so this wire doesn't fall on your wheel. Alright, they're called zip ties. Use the proper nips so it's nice and flush. And that's it. She's assembled. Took about 45 minutes for complete assembly. Now we just wait for this battery to charge and the weather to break, and we'll take her for a ride. See how she does. What do you think? Think it'll pull Anderson Hill? I hope so. So it looks like the rear rack has a maximum of 25 kilograms. And the front rack has a maximum of 13 kilograms. This has cable brakes. Make sure your wires don't bind up when you're done. Has a twist throttle. 7-speed gear select. Pretty nice controller that will start up in a bit. Let's get that protective shield off of there. Got some tips. Certificate. Looks like the seat height all the way down is about 32 inches roughly. Of course you can raise it up. Disc brakes, front and rear. Has a GT20 BWYT 23A P00125 hub. Has an aluminum frame. Some pretty decent welds. It's got a running light and brake light. Even has a nice aluminum welded box for the controller. Hopefully good heat dissipation. So when checking out the bike, let's get this off of there. I'm in first gear all the way up, but it's not going to first gear. So we're gonna have to adjust that gear changer. It's off just a little bit. So we're gonna turn this screw out a little bit. Let's see if this will go on. First gear now. Yep, first gear, perfect. Let's bring her down to 7th. And there it is, 7th gear. So that's good there. Has 20-inch aluminum wheels. The frame is an aluminum alloy. Maximum load is 264 pounds. The vehicle weighs 70.4 pounds. Maximum speed is 24 miles per hour. Maximum gradient is 10%. Has a 7-speed derailleur. Claims a 26-mile range. The battery's a 48-volt, 13-amp-hour. Service life is a 500-time charge. And the motor is a 500-watt motor, brushless. And maximum torque on that hub is 50 nanometers. The manual shows you how to put it together. Very good instructions with photos. I had people asking me about the battery charging because it says fully charge it before you store it. I'd go by whatever the manufacturer puts and recommends. Battery's 4 to 6 hours depending on the battery capacity remaining. Let's put the battery in and see what the display looks like and what kind of settings it has. Turn the key on. So to turn the unit on, hold the power. That's a nice looking display. It's showing a little green in my camera here, but it's more of a white than green. It says I have 0.6 miles on it, so they probably tested it already. Then the two up and down buttons are here. The up button's on the left, so if you hold the up button, that turns the headlight on. If you hold the down button, it's push assist. You have your battery indicator, your miles per hour, it's already set at miles per hour. You have your pedal assist levels here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pedal assist levels. And you can go down with that. And that's it for basic controls. There is no amperage level on there. Let's see if you do the up and down buttons. That's 48 volts. That's your battery setting. 23-inch tires. That's miles per hour. That must be max speed. P4 is where you change kilometers to miles per hour. P5, I'm not sure what P5 is. P6 says 18, probably the magnets. P7 is 12, not sure what that is either. P8 is P5D minus N. I don't know what that is. And that's it. Hold the power button to get out of setup mode. Well, that's it. Let's go for a ride. GoPro microphone failed once again, so I'm going to dub over some of this video. Pedal assist works pretty good. I'm going to start with this small hill. Doing alright for a 500 watt hub. This hill here is a little steeper. Let's see how it does. It struggled a little bit, but it made it. It's going to have a hard time up Anderson Hill. 15-degree incline. Looks like my handlebars are a little off. Let me see if I can adjust them. Oh, the rack is off. It's where they welded the piece to the frame that's off square. My handlebars look like they're a little tweaked too. Looks like I'm going to have to do a little pedal assist up this hill. It's not going to make it. It's about the typical 500 watt hub drive on this hill. It's 15-degree incline. And in the manual they do only claim 10 degrees. Brakes are okay, about average for the budget bike of this price. So let's do our top time speed test right here, where we always do it. Alright, let's do our 0 to whatever. Let's see what we can get out of this test. 2 bars of the battery. 9 miles we went. In high gear, if you pedal fast enough, you can keep up to the 24 miles an hour. That was a pretty big bump. Front forks took it well. Pretty steep hill here. I'll do a little pedal assist. Glad the gate's open. I would have to turn around and go all the way back. 2 bars of battery left. 1 bar battery left. Went 12 miles. Still got about 5 miles to go. Still holding 1 bar. 17.7 miles. 1 bar battery left. Let's try it out in the trails. Come on, snails, you gotta work some overtime. They used to keep this pond really clean. Gotta do some trimming around this pond too. Definitely gotta do some trimming. It's wet, of course, with all that rain. The tires do pretty good in the wet. A lot of mud right here. That did really good. Definitely gonna have to pedal assist up this hill. Hey, kitty. It's all battery trying to pull it. It is doing it. 3 miles per hour, but it did it. Brakes are working a lot better. They must have had a little bit of oil residue on them. On the rotors, that is. 18.1 miles, 1 bar battery left. So it looks like the max is about 92 degrees on the battery. Where the controller is, it didn't really warm up much. Let's see how hot the hub got here. The hub looks like the max is 107 degrees. Now I got the bike all dirty. What do I think? For the price tag of a little over $1,000, it's about an average bargain. I like having the rear and front rack. Even though that front rack was welded on crooked, I'm going to have to put some washers behind one side to get it straightened out. My handlebars are a little bent. That must have come from the factory because nothing got hit on it. I mean, there's not a birthmark on this whole bike. For that trip with that size battery on the hills that I've done, it does average for a 500 watt hub, 750 max. I like the aluminum alloy rims better than spokes. The front suspension is nice and soft, and it's adjustable, but it definitely dampened a lot off the front. No rear suspension. As long as you keep about 24 pounds in the tires, it does absorb quite a bit. The seat was nice and comfortable, pretty soft, softer than average that I've tested. The brakes, after I use them a few times, they're average for this style bike. So I think it's an okay bike if you're looking for one like this with the extra racks and everything. You guys tell me what you think. I did have to adjust the gear shifter, derailleur. Definitely go over every bolt on a bike. I typically do. So as you guys know, I'm 100% honest in all of my findings when I do these bikes. So let me know what you guys think. I'll have the links down below if you want one. And thanks for watching, guys. That's right.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Get up and boogie.
Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Hit that bell if you want new notifications on new videos. Links for products used are in the description and on MotoCheez.com. Thanks for watching.